In this video, we're going to explore using a grid technique to recreate an image. With this, we can easily recreate any image that we have either printed out or drawn by laying a grid over it and then creating a complementary grid alongside of it. Here, complementary means it has the same number of boxes going up and down and across. We can use the grid technique to copy something in the same size or to scale it up or down. Some people like to number their boxes going up and down, or letter and number them. Some people don't. Either one is okay. The grid technique works by giving us more frame of reference for each individual piece or part, by giving us something close to compare where our line is. I use my pencil and my thumb to measure how far within an individual box each line should cross the grid line. Some people also use a ruler. I'm going to start out in this video using the ruler to show you that this is a pretty accurate way of recreating the image. As we move forward, you'll see that I end up doing both measuring by my thumb and the tip of my pencil, lining up my thumb on the edge of the box and my pencil tip on the point that I'm trying to measure. And I also will eventually come to just start eyeballing it and guessing. When you are eyeballing, this works best if you have a fairly clear idea of what half of a box, a third of a box, and a quarter of a box includes. For me, the grid technique works best if I make dots wherever the contour line of a shape, for instance the hand in this example, crosses a grid line. I mark those dots. Once I have several boxes ready, I analyze the shape of the original line, making sure to notice any bumps, lumps, or weirdnesses, and then I use that shape to connect the dots that I've already written. What this does is make sure that each part of the drawing that I'm creating is the right size and shape in proportion to the rest of the drawing. If you often struggle drawing a person or a creature or a place because one part ends up way too big or way too small, the grid technique can help you a lot with this. As we look here in the video, I'm using my thumb lined up on the edge of my grid box and the tip of my pencil to mark how far the intersection between my hand line, or the line of my drawing, and the grid line are. And again, here I am marking several of those, breaking a pencil in the process, and once I have several marked, I'm going to be using this to break the picture into smaller pieces and then recreate the drawing that I see. It's pretty straightforward, but I strongly encourage that you get yourself familiar with 1/2, 1/3, and 1/4 of a box, because oftentimes lines will intersect your grid lines on or near one of those things. Sometimes you might say, well, the line of the thumb is crossing slightly more than 1/4 of the way from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, for instance. What this does is let you have a high degree of accuracy in the guessing and checking that you're doing. I think that this grid technique is fairly simple, and it really helps every single person who draws it if they really give it an effort to really have great success. Take your time, double check your work, and this will let you draw more accurately than you ever have before. Good luck and happy making.